me ask you something. So you wasn't attracted to him physically. I'm asking. I'm not.
I wasn't attracted to him physically, but I was attracted to who he was, and not as in who he was as Biz.
Right.
Let's
stop.
No, we can. Yeah, record.
Oh, wait.
I
didn't know we wanted
to This is the podcast. This is the podcast. Welcome to the Bad Advice Podcast, episode number 4.
Yes.
You done came in from behind the scenes. All right, you done slid in like a dick in my asshole in 82. 82.
That was the first time.
That's when you started?
That's the first time. Why do I remember that?
Yeah.
Because I'm still limping.
Damn, 82.
Since 82.
Remember that. That's what's up.
How old was you in 82?
I don't know.
Too old to have a dick in your ass.
I'm just playing. I didn't have an ass. I didn't have a dick in my ass in 82. But it's behind the scenes, and I like to throw out dumb shit.
No, I love it.
But for real, with Biz, I fell. I'm not gonna say I fell in love, but I fucked with him because of the things he did. So I met.
So it wasn't really a physical attraction; it was his personality.
It was his personality. Yeah,
I get
personality. Because I was, and let me be all the way clear. I was fucking with Biz before he got married. Because he's not that type. I know he's not that type of nigga to fuck with a bitch while he married. I fucked with Biz like 25 years ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
26. Maybe. What did you just say? You would fuck with a bitch? Don't spread lies on my real podcast.
I want to see if you was gonna catch that.
No. So this is okay. So we're gonna kick the podcast off like this. So I'm in Virginia Beach. Me and my girl went to a festival. We went to Labor Day weekend, Kid Capri.
Wow.
This is my first time ever hearing Kid Capri in Virginia Beach. And he killed it. He was hitting it so hard, I went in the bathroom and took my wig off and just did breathing exercises. Because I was like, oh shit, this nigga's off the chain. I've never heard a DJ like this. So on our way home, we see cars going somewhere. And we were like, where the fuck these cars going? So we just stopped because we're young. And we're ready to fuck or have fun. So we pull over and it's fucking Biz DJing somewhere. I never seen Biz before. I knew of Biz, the rapper, but I didn't know of him, the DJ in Virginia Beach.
Amazing DJ.
Like Virginia Beach area. So we pull over, the greatest besides Kid Capri. We pull over and he catch, he's like, oh, who that? And I'm like, I'm beat up, whatever. I give him my number. I leave because I don't know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not attracted to him. So I just give my number, though, because he the DJ. Right? He the DJ.
You ain't never heard of Biz at that point?
No, I knew who he was.
Okay.
You say I'm just a friend.
Right.
But I wasn't attracted to him. But I gave him my number because he was Biz Marquis.
Gotcha.
Right? So then he called. I'm not there. But he started DJing at Republic Garden in D.C.
I love that.
Right? So we go, Mark Barnes, shout out. In D.C., he DJing, right? So this nigga had people, he saw me in the club, and he's like, what? So we had people surrounding me. Like, so when the club was over, they was accosting me like, yo, Biz wants you to come over here. Biz wants you to do this. Biz wants you to do that. And so I was like, fuck it. Back then I was on coke. I'd do anything. Not for coke, but I'm on coke. So I'm up. I'm up. Let's go. I'm up. Let's go. Where we at? Where we going? Right? I swear to God, the first time it was at Republic Garden, Biz said, come with me. Fuck it, I'm up. I never would ride with people because I like to do coke in the car where I'm going, right? So I said, okay, I'll go. I'm following them, and we pull up to fucking Safeway, the grocery store, right?
Right.
What nigga ready to fuck go to the grocery store? Pull up to the grocery store. What nigga do that?
What is Safeway?
Safeway is a grocery store. It's like Tom Thumb.
Oh, okay.
It's like super Walmart. I was in D.C. We in D.C. So we pull up to Safeway. Yeah. And I'm like, Safeway? What the fuck? So we get in there. I promise you, his whole entourage and him, we go into the grocery store, and these niggas start breakdancing and pop locking in the aisles.
For real?
Yeah.
So
Even Biz.
Or they just happened to do that while they was going?
We just in Safeway having fun, drunk fun.
I'm saying, okay. Y'all was just
it's drunk fun. Yeah. So Biz is in the aisle nigga that take me grocery shopping and he dancing and pop locking and his boys is break dancing in the grocery aisle.
That was it.
It was like Beach Street, King of the Beat.
Of course.
Rocking that beat from across the street.
He's from that era.
Yeah. So that happened.
Yeah.
Then we all leave and we go to Biz's townhome because remember Biz is not married then. We go to his townhome and they start cooking. We in the kitchen cooking. Niggas is cooking. I'm like, this is. Of course I ain't eating because I'm doing coke. But I'm like looking at everything like this is super dope. This. So that's yes. I think did I fuck Biz that night?
Of course you did.
Of course I did, because I was high.
The biz mark was going off.
Right in my vagina.
So, remind me and refresh me, you know what I'm saying? Because this was all in Virginia and you
In
went
DC.
In DC. That's the DMV, right? All
Yeah.
that together.
Yeah.
This is all before Dallas.
Oh yeah, I never even I
You had never been to Dallas before?
No, wasn't famous. I was a hairstylist.
Oh, okay.
Hadn't been,
All right.
I had been here. I had been here before because my brothers lived here, but I wasn't. This was not
Where
my
was you
home.
born?
I was born in Arkansas because my
Really?
dad was in the military.
Oh,
My
you're
dad was in the military.
baby.
First of all, you know what? Sidetrack, real quick. We gotta let everybody know who Dorrough is. I mean,
Yeah.
I know people know you, Dorrough, but me and Dorrough have known each other for a very long time. Before 2009. Your debut album debuted 2000.
I remember, you probably don't even remember the first time where we linked. So.
Hold on. Let me edify you. So we're in a city, we're in Dallas, right? We're in Dallas. And this is, in my book, in the books, the first real rapper out of Dallas. No, Erykah Badu is a, neo, so what? He's the one that showed rappers in Dallas that you can go worldwide. You can go global. You can go worldwide. He had the first major video, Ice Cream Paint Job. He was the first one to come out of Dallas. And not even, in Dallas didn't even do it for him. He went out. He went everywhere. He went to Cali. He went everywhere. He went where he had to go. But he was the first one, in my eyes, in Dallas. We're not talking about Houston. We're not talking about anywhere else. Port Arthur. We're talking about Triple D. It's very hard to come out of the Triple D for some reason. We have to figure that out too. But coming out of the Triple D, he took us global. He took us everywhere. He took us to BET. He took us to, MTV wasn't playing videos then, but he took us to places that we never saw Dallas before with that ice cream paint job. You're not even that. Walk that walk. Walk that walk. You don't remember? Walk that walk.
Couple of awards of ASCAP and all that, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ASCAP.
Nice.
Yeah, so, just like you say, Dallas is a hard place to come from. Even to this day, I don't know what it is, but it's a place that all the talent in the world is here. All the everything is here, but it's a place that coming out is special. But it's a place I'm proud of, though. One thing about me is I'm proud to be from this city. Even though through everything, I wouldn't want to be from any other place, but I'm the type of person, like, and I always been that way since I was small. Like, I like exploring. I love going to other places, and I love representing the city outside of the city more than anything. So I like being in New York.
You put the city on your back.
I like being in New York representing Dallas. I like being in LA representing Dallas. I like being in Japan representing Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I like being in these different places. But everything that come from me and out of me, it was through the culture of the city.
And that's full circle, because I remember speaking to you and you was like, yo, I'm in LA because LA is showing me more love than Dallas. So I came to LA and I'm posted up in LA and I'm pushing my projects and I'm getting mad love and it's going great. And when I'm ready, I'll bring it back to Dallas. I remember that conversation I had with you. And that's a true story. I've known this nigga for.
Yeah, he said that.
His first single was my son's first song. Like, my first favorite rap song is "Who the fuck is this?" Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack a dawn, then knock me on, then wipe the coal out my eye. Now, I wasn't very young, but that was my first favorite rap song. My son's first favorite rap song, "Cream on the Inside." What is that?
You know,
Ice cream ain't job. Clean on the inside, cream on the inside,
They was-
clean on
yeah,
the
they was
outside.
rocking that in New York.
Ice cream,
That's
good
what-
job.
They was rocking that in New York.
Everywhere, because it was like it wasn't.
You know what's crazy is when I went to, I had did SOBs in New York, and I just knew for a fact that I wasn't gonna get love in New York. But I got the craziest love in New York. When I did New York and I did SOBs in New York when my first album dropped, and the show was crazy. That's when I really felt like, you know, okay, this shit official, because I had already programmed in my mind, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a type of person where like I peep it out before. I'm like, I can go here. When I go to New York, they probably ain't gonna show love, but I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna just go do my thing. I'm gonna rock it. I'm gonna do my thing. But I'm already expecting not get love. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how.
You know what?
But I went out there and it was the opposite.
Showed you love.
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
SOBs,
Love. Yeah.
SOBs. Everybody went through SOBs. Everybody.
See, I didn't know at the time. I didn't know it's like House of Blues.
House of Blues.
It would be like House of Blues in Dallas, but it's
Nah, it's a
not.
little smaller, but
No,
definitely.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It would be like House of Blues in Oak Cliff.
Okay, it's a spot.
It's smaller, but it's more cultured. You feel me? House of Blues is just House of Blues. SOBs is cultured. It's smaller, but if I'm talking to people in Dallas, it'll be like putting House of Blues in Oak Cliff, making it smaller, and motherfuckers coming to the cliff and they gotta fuck with it to fuck with
You
it.
gotta go through
And they know, so they know if you have a show at SOBs, they come to see. They know, they do their research. This ain't like somebody, a promoter put a show together somewhere and put you all in the room and they don't know who you are. When they come to SOBs, these people have already done their research. They like your song for the most part.
Right.
From Kendrick Lamar, them
So
early.
let me rephrase it. No, he right. So it'll be like putting SOBs. I mean, it's not really about the location because it's still in what time? It's like
It's in Manhattan. It's
Manhattan.
yeah.
But
Lower
this is what
Manhattan.
it'll be like putting SOBs. Putting House of Blues in Oak Cliff, but motherfuckers from all over the city coming. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter if they from Plano, Frisco, if they from the Cliff, if they from South Dallas, if they coming, because like you said, they gonna do the research. So the people that actually like you gonna come.
Real rap.
So at SOB,
Real
your
rap,
first time
real
at
rap,
SOBs, you killed it.
Yeah, but see, I didn't know what I know about SOBs now. I didn't know that then. I'm just thinking New
You
York.
was there.
I'm just thinking New
Yeah,
York. Like
that's
I'm in New
scary
York.
enough,
I
nigga.
never performed in
That's
New York.
scary
I
enough.
know,
Fucking, you're in New
As a
York.
matter of fact, let me tell you something else. I can't think of the rapper right now. If I do the research, I can find it. A week before, or 2 weeks before I performed the SUVs, there was another rapper that went there that was from the South. And I want to say it was OJ the Juice Man. Something happened. I don't know. It was something that
Something
happened.
always happening.
They didn't show love or something happened. Don't get me wrong. Something happened with OJ the Juice Man or whoever this rapper was a couple weeks before I was already booked. So I saw that and I was like, I already knew it. I'm thinking the same thing. I've never been to New York at this time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking that it's probably not for the be, my best show. Just because I know how motherfuckers look at the South.
It's a good venue, bro.
Yeah, it's a good venue. But
it's a comeback venue too. It's where DMX went before he. When you ready to try to make a comeback, that's a good venue to.
Yeah. So I knew none of this. I just knew New York, and I saw that, and I'm just like, fuck it.
You was just putting Dallas on the map,
Yeah,
and not even Dallas, Dorrough. I'm gonna say you was putting yourself on the map because one thing that I learned, one of the few things that I learned from Lil Wayne was when he talked about how I don't want to be a local rapper because I don't want to be known locally, so I don't want to pigeonhole myself into being I'm a Dallas rapper. No, nigga, I'm a rapper. I woke up one day and said I'm a motherfucking rapper. So if I'm a rapper, this is what Dorrough showed to me. He wasn't a Dallas rapper, even though he represented Dallas. A lot of times, rappers from Dallas wanted to be from Dallas. Then they wanted to let you know I'm from Dallas. I'm from Dallas. This is Dallas. This is Dallas. Dorrough showed to me that I'm from Dallas. Yeah, of course, I love Dallas, but I'm not a Dallas rapper.
Yeah,
I'm not local. I'm not. He showed me that he was not local. That was one of the first rappers that I said, oh shit, he done got out this bitch and he doing his thing and now he gonna come back and do what he have to do. And that like leads me in, wait a minute, I can't forget about Bismarcky because wait a minute, hold on, because I was telling you that he asked me to help him write a rhyme. Remember?
Yeah.
And that's when Reed doesn't win.
What was your rap?
That's when your brain
Peter, what was
says,
your rap
bitch,
name?
go back. Oh, I had a rap
I know
group
you
when
did.
I was in
What
Albuquerque.
was the
It
name?
was called Deluxe. Me and a
I ain't know
Mexican
you
girl.
Albuquerque.
It was me and a Mexican girl and another black girl, Evangeline and Tammy.
What was your rap name?
Oh, I don't remember my rap name.
Okay.
I just remember the group. It was called Deluxe. I don't even think I had a rap name. I might have been just Vida.
So you
But
wrote rhymes
so
with Biz in the
so
bed.
Biz. So I've always been
let's get to the
connected to.
shits.
I've always been connected to rap. Like I always loved rap. So I said. So that's why I got into my first song was Biggie. I'm a Biggie fan. My son was a Dorrough fan, and that's one of our connections. But so Biz Markie, rest in peace. No, and I feel a little weird about talking about it because I don't want to disrespect his wife, but he was not married then. This is 6 years ago. This is a long time ago. But I just don't want to be disrespectful to her, so I just want to let her know. But still, so let me just tell you this quick story. Quick story. So I'm fucking with Biz. They dancing in the
Cooking at the crib,
dancing, fucking asking me to write rhymes, kissing this nigga
Hold
in
on,
the
you
mouth.
just slid past something. Y'all did what?
Fuck.
Okay. Now you just said that.
And this is before Biz lost that weight. This was big Biz. Like this was like big belly Biz. And it was so funny because like when we would fuck, he would fuck sideways. So he would be like, and I was like, I have never fucked a nigga sideways.
We gotta stop.
Crazy. No, but wait, no. It's just he would laugh.
No, cool.
He would laugh right now. This is
Of
all
course
in love. This is all in love. But here's my Biz story, and then I'll let somebody else tell the story. Here's my Biz story. Biz is the reason I'm in the entertainment industry right now. Biz is the reason that I'm here, sitting here with Peter Guns, sitting here with Dorrough, had a morning show, had a television show, was on Shade 45. Biz is the reason, and I'm gonna tell you why he's the reason. This is not the reason. It's like he didn't set me up to do anything. One morning, I go outside to my car, and my car is fucking up, right? I'm like, oh shit, something wrong with my car. And he walked me out from the townhome in DC, and I'm like, oh damn, I don't know what's wrong with my car. Can you give me some money to fix it? Mind you, I never asked Biz for money. I was a hairstylist, so I was doing very well. You know what I'm saying? When I went to work, I did very good when you're there. When you do hair, you don't make money when you're there. So I was doing good, and I had been to All-Star games. Biz took me to the All-Star game in New York. He DJ somewhere I go, I roll up, buy you whatever. So this day, I come outside and my car is fucking up. And I look to him and I say, hey, can you give me some money to, fix my car? Biz told me, this is love you to death. He said, if you need some money, you should get up earlier and go to work earlier.
Crazy, right? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I fuck with him.
Swear to God. He said,
Hey, y'all just finished fucking.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
right
said,
afterwards?
well, that night, when I come, we didn't fuck every night because we weren't.
You
just
went out to
fuck
get
buddies.
your car. After he hit you from the side,
after we go in, we in. I come out, we chilling. I come out. I didn't ate. I was mad.
Damn,
I was mad. But you know
I
what?
never saw
I
that
learned the lesson that he said. If you want it, go get it yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I got from Biz. That's why. And I said, see, Biz had me at the All-Star game in New York. He had me sitting with Tyson and Kobe and Michael. And I'm behind the DJ booth with Biz. All the Lakers, all the Bulls. All the stars are there, and I'm there with Biz.
You know what he did in that moment? He put himself in the situation in a position where, like he fuck with you, but if he would have gave you that money, because you your own hustle, just like you say, you was doing it, you was getting money, but believe it or not, I'm just thinking from his perspective, and him doing it and everything you telling me, him doing that is basically him saying that he not gonna handicap the situation. He fuck with you, he this and that. But the moment that he would have gave that, next time
And then I'ma ask for more.
Next time you hit an issue,
I'ma ask for more.
That's just how shit goes.
Yeah.
Even if you your own hustler, because you know what I'm saying. Sometimes even a hustler, especially you know what I'm saying, a hustler that's a female, you know, the instinct is gonna be okay. If I got money from this person for, you know what I'm saying, I'm going through this and he helped me out this one time, why not go to him again? You know what I'm saying? And that was his instinct, you feel me? But how did it, you know what I'm saying, affect you? Like, did it keep you, did it make
No,
you
it made me, because here's the deal. I got mad at Biz. I really got upset at him.
I
said, but I want this lifestyle that he has made me privy to. I want to be sitting next to Tyson again. I want to be in Nanny Helen Burrow with Master P talking about the knowledge.
Hold on. That's the second thing, because he know the value of that. Right. See, I tell people all the time, man, people don't never want to admit that, and it's dope to hear you say it, because you understand that, and whether you understood it then or not, that's real value. Because a lot of people think about people who got money. It's a lot of people that got money that spend their money on the stuff you're talking about. They can be millionaires, and the first thing they do is spend it on culture, or they spend it on experiences, or they spend it on being able. I just want to be rub shoulders with so and so, this and that, being the same thing. That's a value within itself that, you know, a lot of people understood. I mean, that he actually understood, and a lot of people don't understand that, either in that position or on the other side of it. So basically, everything you telling me is that he was a person that understood his value and this and that, and he was giving you real value. Because to be honest with you, that is dope to be able to be in these rooms next to these people,
right?
To be able to make these connections, get these experiences, help yourself become who you became. You know what I'm saying? Because you just said a lot of these things help you become who you are today.
They put the fire.
Well, he understood that value.
But there's another side.
They put the fire in me.
I agree 1,000% with you. I don't want to disagree.
Oh yeah.
There's two ways to look at it. It could be that, or it could be there could have been somebody else who would have did that for, no questions asked.
No, put the fire in me. Drink this, not that.
No, it works for you.
Put the fire in me.
It works for you.
But
what I'm saying is, but let's not give him credit for saying he didn't do that because he was trying to motivate you. That could have been just like, I ain't doing that.
No. He did that because that's who he was.
Yeah.
He did that because that's who he was.
My thing is,
I knew.
So if I'm messing with you, right, and you in a dire situation like that, and you,
it wasn't
and
dire.
You never asked.
He knew I made money. He was like, "Bitch, get up earlier."
So you saying?
Swear to God, that's all he said was get up earlier because I know you can make money.
If I'm messing with you and you're in a messed up situation, I'm gonna let you know I don't do that. I'm gonna help you out, but that's not what I do.
No, he didn't help me out.
No, I'm telling you what I would have done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this for you.
Well, that's why
if
you don't want bitches, you don't want women. Sorry, you don't want women, like you said, depending on you.
No.
Don't help me out with shit.
Nah, I don't agree.
Not unless you live with me.
Everybody might
need
need some every now and then.
Nah, that's facts.
Don't make a habit of it.
Let me give you another perspective too, because homie being who he is, the time it was, and you know him being Biz Markie, that's probably, and I'm just gonna speak from experience. He probably get a lot of that in general. So him putting that into you. So just say like this. Let's just say he did that. You reacted. Y'all still kept rocking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So more than likely, y'all bond became stronger once y'all got past that, right?
I was kind of salty. We kept rocking, but I was really salty, and I kind of think that I was doing coke back then, so I leave a nigga in a minute. I just
what you doing around him?
Never.
Do you know?
Never. He did not. I don't know if he knew, but never did I ever, do that around him. But I will tell you this, though. That when we did kick it, I felt an energy, right? Mm-hmm. And he was always respectful and always put me in that energy. And he made me want to be in that. He made me want that life. He made me want that life. I wanted that life. But Biz can't give me that life. He couldn't give me that life. He doing that shit. He getting that life on his goddamn own. You know what I'm saying? So he can't give me that life. So what he gave me was, bitch, no. But if you want this, get it yourself. And that's what I got from the whole thing. Like, go get it yourself. Go get it yourself.
I don't think it's that deep, though.
It is that deep. It is. Are you serious?
Nigga said,
I credit him for me being in the entertainment industry because I wasn't sitting next to Mike Tyson.
It's
I
deep
wasn't
for
sitting
you,
next
but
to
it's
Kobe.
not a lesson for. It's
Oh,
what
for
I'm saying.
him it wasn't that deep.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
He wasn't making no fucking lesson
Fuck
for you.
you. He was.
You caught a lesson from that. I'll never ask
He
you
was
to do shit.
proving a lesson. Well, let me ask you this, Dorrough. Let me ask you this.
Dorrough hit it on the head.
Okay,
you know
so,
how many
no,
chicks
but you know what?
probably had to
That's
do
why
one
I want to ask you, what types of situations have chicks came to you and asked you for stuff? Give me one. Give me a story equivalent. Because we tell it's a bad advice podcast. It's the bad advice podcast. It's called bad advice, but we want to give good advice. So to the woman watching you right now,
2 things: the requests you got, the ones you turned down, and the ones you did something for. We can't go over all of them. I know you got mad. The biggest request you got, and you had to turn down, and the ones you said yes to. Go.
Well, the ones I've said yes to, it was definitely intimate situations where there was a baby mama, girlfriend, something close. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been the one to, just because a female was this or bad, this and that, I'm do that. But on the flip side, as far as requests in that type of situation, like, it's wild. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking from my perspective, so I know somebody like Biz Markie being from New York and doing that, that is crazy. For me, I mean, I can name a million instances where, like, if I'm dealing with somebody, let's just say, even if I'm dealing with somebody just talking to them or been knowing them for a month or so, the first thing they go through, everybody go through stuff, but the first thing they go through, I'm the one, you know what I'm saying, you're going to slide that text message to. Yeah. I'm the one.
But it looked like, come on, be a little more,
like,
it's like a little more elaborate. What's the text? Like, what is it? Come on.
Car
specific.
Issues,
no, I want a specific woman. You don't have to name her name, but give me a specific woman that has came to you that you was like, no. So you ain't never turn nobody down.
Not car, not rent. Hold on, let's not do. No.
Turn more down.
Not car, rent. Luxury stuff like I need to do this. I need
okay, so look. All right, so I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that because that make it a lot easier. So before I actually get an actual story, I'm gonna tell you how I look at shit. Like the females that will ask me for. Okay, I'm gonna use 2 different examples of females I was actually dealing with. I ain't gonna say these was my girlfriends.
She was fucking.
Yeah. Okay. These. You know what I'm saying? The difference between these 2 females that I'm gonna speak on is, and this is how I look at shit. One asking me for a bag, and one asking me for a camera. Okay, the camera is on some like, I want to take pictures. I want to, do this and that. The bag, I don't value bags.
A purse?
I don't value that. I mean, it's not.
Right.
Like I've never been able to understand the concept, and I'm saying this, and this is from me. This is 21-year-old me saying this. Like, I never understood the value of why a female will come to me and ask me for a bag before they would ask me for anything else, like an iPad. I remember one time I was dealing with a female. This is when the iPads first come out. To me, that type of shit is popping. I'm a real person on technology. I like phone. I like technology shit. That's me personally. Right. Sometimes, I used to think everybody thought that way, but obviously, I used to be like, why you asking me for a bag when you doing this, you got your little business popping, this and that. Like, you really need a laptop. You really need this and that type shit. I'm gonna go get a laptop. I will get you that type.
So you're more comfortable if you chasing your dream, then this can help you get to your dream.
If we fucking with each other, I ain't gonna just do that from no area. But like these are females who I'm like, okay, we rocking. Like, we gonna do some shit and make some shit that makes sense. You really ask me for a bag, and I see what you're trying to do and what you want to do. You can get a laptop, or iPad, a camera, some shit that makes sense. But you want a bag. I see, me personally, to this day, like when motherfuckers talking about Birkins and all that shit, like, I don't give a fuck if I had every single dollar on planet Earth, every dollar, and nobody had nothing. Buying a fucking $40,000 Birkin bag makes no sense to me. Like I'm saying, I'm talking about if I had every dollar, that's just the concept of that don't make sense. I can't make my mind, I can never, wrap my mind around that. I'm more like, look, let's make a real play. If you want to go buy your own bags with your own shit, I'm just more about the play. So these are type of female, I would break down these type of situations. Some females will be with it. Some they see me as the motherfucking devil if I say, like, I'm not going to get you no bag.
Let me ask you a question. This just popped in my head. So when a woman asks you for iPad or Birkin, so these two women example. So here's the one that asks you for the camera, and here's the one that asks you for the Birkin. All right. When it comes time to fucking these two ladies, do you fuck these two ladies different?
So the girl that asked me, the girl that asked me for a camera, I actually started liking her more because she was the first person to ask me for a camera. There was a girl I was dealing with for a minute, and she wanted it for Christmas. That was the big thing.
Okay, so
it wasn't just like, oh, I'm for the ass.
Okay. Oh, that's a big difference.
We was rocking for a minute, and I was just like, boom, we started talking about that, and I was like, okay, she wanted a camera, this and that.
For
like,
Christmas.
For Christmas, I'm like, I do some shit like that because it really, I just knew she was gonna say some dumb shit. It wasn't even nothing expensive, but she was for real. I liked her more just because when she got the shit, she started trying to do some shit. We started. Absolutely. I was like, okay, I learned something. I learned. She was actually trying to be like.
She takes some dick pics.
She was trying to do something else.
No. I really found that she was trying to be a photographer. No, she was trying to be a photographer. I didn't know this about her then. She had never told me about that. It was just like a little secret, boom. I found out, like, oh, so you really trying to do this shit? Okay, you asked me for some shit that made sense. I'm like, at least the shit made sense. When somebody start asking me, this is what I'm saying, this is how I look at it from my perspective and experiences in life. When females start asking me for shit like bags and just shit that don't make sense, the first thing that comes to my head is like, okay, you look at this like it's an opportunity, or I might not even be fucking with him. He might be on, so let me just get what I can get out the situation so I can show this shit off on the ground and I can create something. And I'm just like, out of all things, and once again, this is just me, a person that don't see value in bag, and I got backpacks, I get it, I would buy this type of shit. But I don't see the value. That would never be something I would ask first for anything like that. That is just something that's something you make your asset buy. You create an asset first, and you let the asset buy bags. So if a female don't think about like, okay, if the first thing a female don't think about if she fucking with a dude and y'all really fucking with each other, first you ain't thinking about no asset shit. You really, I hate to say this on camera, I look at like a female that's just not smart or a dumb female.
Why you not the one want to say that on camera?
I mean, it's like you'll be surprised. But it's like you not even thinking about the asset first. Why don't you create the asset? Let the asset buy the motherfucker.
Because they asking you for shit first of all.
So I was one time I sat down and talked to Ricky Bell from New Edition, right?
Oh, tell that story.
No, it's not a good. This is not a big story. It's on the line. I'm saying, me, him, and his wife, and Amina, my ex-wife, we went out to dinner one night, and I was telling him at the time somebody was calling me for money or whatever, and I was like, so I said,
that around Amina?
Some family stuff, yeah. So I was just saying, so I said to Ricky Bell at the table, I said, yo, don't you hate when people ask you for money that asked you for money before, even if it's family or friend or a girlfriend or ex-girlfriend or whatever, they ask you for something they didn't, and they already asked you did it the first time, and then they got the nerve to ask you again, or they borrowed money and never paid you back. And Ricky said to me, you have to make a rule. When they ask you once, you ain't never supposed to do it again. He said, I learned late. I'm telling you now, don't be like me. I don't do it no more. Like, if I loan somebody money and they don't pay me back, I don't do it again. If I loan something, you figure it out, don't ask me again. And he said that's just the way he lives.
Yeah, but we ain't even talking about loaning people money.
Not even loaning, asking me for anything. Don't ask me. So the problem I have is,
let me ask you a question.
I got 10 kids, so I don't take.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. One question. Have you ever had a lady, a chick, suck your dick and ask you for a question, ask you for some shit at the same time?
No, but I've had a female that if she
suck your dick good,
she's insinuating that. So nah, like
tell me how that happens.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me how that goes.
So like exactly. I've dealt with a female that when she already made it understood that when she's done doing that, she's about to ask for something. But the dope.
How does that go? So I suck your dick, and I'm done, and I say.
It's not that she would ask.
You a prostitute.
It's not that she
would. I said it before.
It happens.
I'm saying
she would specifically ask for a specific thing.
That's what it is.
It's just that she's leading up to something. But the good thing about me in this type of situation, one thing I can say about the females that I've dealt with where I've actually done stuff, they still situations that I rock with to this day, and how we rocking. So I made good decisions, and vice versa, and the energy. I'm the type of person where like, okay, if I'm rocking with you, I can see the situation being an asset, then we rocking. If I can create, my goal is even as a friendship, a partner, you know what I'm saying, a homie, a business. My goal is to create an asset of everything, anybody I deal with. That's my first goal, and that's with anything. Female that I'm gonna be fucking on, homie. Female that I look like a homie, we finna create an asset between our situation. You know what I'm saying? So when those type of situations happen, then that's when I, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, bet. But I can, and that's how I'm able to tell the difference between the two.
But you have to call it what it is, though, Vito.
What is it?
If we exchanging head for money, you're a whore. You're a prostitute.
Yeah. Well, I've never
I'm
done
standing
that.
on that.
Okay, yeah, I'm never.
No, what I'm saying
right,
is,
but I've never done
I said it before, and the world hated me for it. If I'm looking out for you because we fucking around, I'm giving you some bread to do you. That's one thing.
So what about?
No, I'm saying.
real
So what I'm
proud
saying is,
person,
hey,
so like-
I'm gonna suck your dick, but I need you to give me. I'm gonna need this amount of money, or I need. You
So
to
what about when you take a young lady? I'm sorry. What about when you take a bitch out to dinner and you want your dick sucked and she get lobster, and you like, bitch, you get lobster. So if you get lobster, I'm gonna want my dick sucked. You a hoe too.
No, I don't do that too. I don't do that.
You do. You do.
No, I
you
don't.
ain't
Well, tell me what I
had. You never had an expectation
If we
about the money that
listen,
you spent.
If we go out to
Hold on.
if
You
I
have
go
never,
out,
hold on.
let me say,
Hold
Hold on, let me just ask this question real
but you
quick.
gotta let me
You
tell
have
you what I
you've never had an expectation of the money
No.
that you spent.
hope,
Ever.
not hope.
That's an expectation.
Nah.
Look.
A hope is an
No, a
expectation.
difference. Hold on. Difference is this right here. If we go out to dinner and eat, damn, y'all hope after this lobster, I hope she's slobbing.
Yeah, facts.
But
everybody
if
feel
we-
that way. Even
to straight up, like, hey, hold on.
And then you want your dick
To
sucked.
straight straight up like, love, you good on these lemon peppers, but if you go to the lobster section, you sucking dick.
Even if we go to the lemon peppers, the hope is there. You know what I'm saying? They just saying,
But what I'm
but now I feel
saying
what
is,
you said.
so
Hold on,
a
if we go to the, you're right. If we go to the lemon peppers, the hope's still there.
Yeah.
If we go to the lobster, it's like, damn, this shit better go down. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And then you're gonna be upset if it don't.
that's what I'm saying. I don't agree with yo. All right, so listen, I agree with it if we have that people
Yeah.
misunderstand what I'm saying. If the understanding is, yo, look, you want to get the best top you ever had in your life, but I'm gonna need this Birkin, or I'm gonna need you to take care of me. I'm gonna need some money. Then that's a whore prostitute understanding that we got that. Yo, I'm giving this girl some money after she do. But if you do that, and then you standing there like, all right, so that's gonna be you gonna cash at me, or you gonna do that, and then expect me not to go, what?
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do it anyway.
I'm just
I
saying.
don't want somebody
I'm
else to
just
say.
saying, men
Nah,
are
you're right,
whores
but
too.
so- but see,
Men are
like-
whores too.
Let's just call it
And
what
you have the expectations.
Yeah,
Everybody got
If I go to the
movie female and the
I wanna eat-
Even Netflix, even men are whores. Netflix, even that I have the expectation. Oh, she's coming over here, and I'm gonna
That's a
play
good
this
example.
movie, and we Netflixing, and we chilling.
If we
My
exchange-
expectation
still gonna hold
is to
respect.
fuck.
Nah.
This is my time. I'm giving you my
No,
time.
I don't agree with you.
Fuck that.
I can't agree with
like
this.
that. Niggas do things
Listen,
like
the
that.
nigga
Fuck
goal
outta
is
here.
always the fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Right,
But
Dorrough.
look, the female,
Right.
I mean, this is what I'm trying to say when I say that. It don't matter high or low. It's like if we Netflix, I want to fuck. If we go to lobster, it's the same thing. Now, if we go to lobster, of course I expect more.
We always want to fuck.
If we watch Netflix and then
That's
we
not-
don't
if I-
fuck,
if
okay,
I
it's
invite
like,
you
all right,
out
damn,
to-
she
if
the
I
fuck.
That's whole
She-
status.
If I go to a
That's not
funeral
necessarily
with you,
hoe
I'm gonna
status.
fuck.
That's just what it is. But
Niggas wanna
this is
fuck,
the difference.
B.
Hold on, this is the difference though. It's about
It's like-
about the pre-selection for me. See, one thing that I can say that I'm, at least that I would say that I'm proud of, if anything, is my pre-selection from all. I ain't gonna say perfect, but for the most part, it's been good.
Me
that
too.
Meaning that, like, okay, like, look,
What do you
I'm
mean? What's your
gonna tell you. I'm gonna
Please
tell you what I mean.
explain it, because I know what you mean.
Yeah, meaning like I'm pretty good at picking the female that's gonna be about either what I'm about, and also the right type of quote unquote energy, or the right type of, like, a bitch that ain't on no scandalous shit, or just the worst type of female you can come across. Cause you can come across that. This type of shit. You can literally go think you finna go do it, and you can come across the worst person ever. that's on some whole other shit. That's the worst type of situation. That's when you just out there and you ain't really moving the right way.
I'm gonna give you one. I got a female that I damn, this is gonna be the first time I say that's gonna be some people mad. Fuck.
Do it.
I had a female I used to pay for things. Sexually. She is insane with it. So I understood that when she came through to hook me up, that I knew I needed to take care of her.
So what was so good about her sex? What about her was the attraction to make you pay?
It was a couple things.
What were they?
One, she take my joint all the way down to the balls and lick my balls. I don't know, met nobody else that could do that.
Okay.
I'm stomping with the
She didn't have any tonsils. What's the other thing?
A lot of other things. Man, I don't want to hurt my feelings. It's gonna be.
You didn't say that. What's hers? She
I
no
can't.
tonsils.
No tonsils. When I'm
What's the
saying
other
this,
thing?
there was a female that I used to pay for those type of activities.
What was the reasoning?
But she understood that this would. I don't want to call
what
her
is
her
it?
name.
You didn't say her name, Peter. What was
I'm
it?
sure I'm not
no
the only one she
tonsils
did
and
that
what
to.
else? What else?
She did look ma no hands.
She did what?
Look ma no hands. I named it that.
What is that?
She jumped on my joint with no hands and spin around like this in the chair.
She jumped on your dick?
Yeah, did this. Look ma no hands. Tell me, she had
And
moves.
that's what drove
It was a lot of things. That's just one of the things I gave
well,
you.
that's not worth it to
To
me.
you don't understand.
Yeah, for me, all right, so look.
And her Kegels was different.
When it comes down to all of it, like
Dick grabbing skills.
fuck
Same.
even just that part of it. I mean, everybody to each his own. Now, all that's cool. Whatever you would, that's what. This is what it comes down to me. This the work. Like I say, the best thing, the best case scenario when it comes to fucking with somebody, especially a female, or a partnership or a homie, is that like motherfuckers legit, they solid. So the worst case scenario is you go fuck with a female and a bitch just ain't solid on whatever type of shit she on. Mm-hmm. If I come out of the situation, then in some months later, weeks later, days later, hours later, I'm like, okay, this female, she on some, she cool, she solid, or she boom, then I'm good. So what I'm trying to say is this: when it comes down all to it, that's the first thing that matters to me. When I'm dealing with females or anything like that, that's the shit that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
if you was a respectful woman that you was dealing with, like you this chick you was dealing with, you got.
I ain't just talking about just.
No.
I said respect.
Anybody. Just anybody. Just hear this out. Y'all do what y'all do. Y'all went to the movies. Y'all ate. Y'all came. Y'all watched flicks. Y'all made love. It was dope. It was beautiful. And before she left, she was like, "Yo, I'm gonna need 5 stacks."
Because
Want
of
me to be
why?
honest with you? Y'all want me to be honest with you?
Could you do a stack? That's all I'm asking.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
How would you feel about that?
I have never listened. I'm a
Yeah,
prideful
her
person.
pussy.
I'm a prideful person, and I know I get it. I understand why motherfuckers will pay for pussy.
I don't.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't pay for pussy, but I understand why. Because it just depends on how you moving in life. Motherfuckers really.
Oh, some people just want to pay for pussy.
No. No.
So you don't have the connection.
Hold on. Let me say this on camera. I'm gonna say this. At first, I was a motherfucker that didn't understand. I was just like, I ain't never paying for pussy, and I don't understand why. I'm a person that don't pay for pussy, but I understand why you would pay for pussy.
Why?
It just depends on how you moving in life. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. Now, me, I'm a type of person where like I'm a quality over quantity type person. I'm a like solid over like trying to figure out if somebody's solid, this and that. I got a lot of shit going on. I got kids, I got family, I got like a lot of shit that where I just like I gotta make sure I'm moving right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, why I'm gonna tell you why motherfuckers will pay for pussy. A motherfucker that's moving a certain type of way, you just got shit going, this and that and shit, they gonna pay for pussy just to boom, they ain't gotta deal with it, and boom, that's out. They own with their life, that's out the way.
Some niggas have to.
Let's
not leave that out the equation.
Some niggas have to, and I get that now. First, I was just like, I ain't never paid. I don't understand why. This is just when I was younger. Now it's just on some shit where like I'm the type of person where like if you know what I'm saying, I'm not for the force nothing, but I'm more like a attractor. You feel me? Like I like fucking with females that I attract more than when it comes to that type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga like if I'm gonna fuck with a female that's just like my main girl or girl that I really want, I like hunting for that. If it's a female that I'm just trying to smash on, I like attracting that. That's a whole different type of thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. But I understand why if you're in a certain position, depending on how you moving in life, what's going on in life, the only time it's really fucked up, if you a motherfucker that ain't got it and shit ain't moving a certain type of way, you definitely shouldn't be paying for pussy. You on some desperate shit. You on some shit that's really gonna bring your shit into a whole area you ain't trying to go into. If you a motherfucker that's on your shit, this and that, do what you do. Me personally, I'm just like, man, I like attracting what I attract. If I'm gonna go after something, it's gonna be something I really want. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, if I go after something, it's something that I'll be willing to make my female gal or something of that caliber. I ain't married. I ain't never been married. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got baby mamas, this and that. But I'm a person that, like, when I go after something, that's what it is. So I understand both sides.
I wasn't trying to be rude, but I just remember seeing something on a blog where an athlete said, "Yes, I pay for sex because I don't have time."
I'm gonna tell you why. I
pay for it because I don't want the aftermath. I'm focused. You know, I don't want a relationship.
That's the true thing. But even then, the athlete need to pay the right person, do that, this and that. I'm gonna be real with you. At first, like I say, I used to be against all that type shit. I'd be like, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I was at that,
you know. Against what? Paying for shit?
Yeah, because I was just like, it's so many. No, I swear to God.
Bro, shut up.
I'm being real with you.
I
swear to God.
You said you had a bitch ask for a camera and a birthday.
No. But there was a girl. There was like a girlfriend, quote unquote. Like I had, you know.
Not some girl.
It's not just a girl came up to me. This is.
Hold on. Do you have a girlfriend now?
No, I'm single.
Okay. Hold on. Take me there. Take me over here.
Listen.
Take me over here. No.
This what gotta be broke down.
Over here. You gotta come over here. Why you don't have no girlfriend and that's not your drink?
I had a girlfriend. We
Come over here.
She go with the bullshit.
I had a girlfriend months ago. You know
what happened?
Nothing really happened.
Why you break up? Why'd you break up?
We just
Tell me why you
saw
break
different
up.
reasons.
Why'd you break up? I'll tell you.
We weren't eye to eye because like listen, I'm gonna put my females don't like when a man put themselves first.
Why'd you break up?
I put myself first.
Same reason I did.
Females don't like that. It's hard. Listen, let me tell you something.
I just broke up with my nigga
because you put yourself first, but that's more acceptable, quote unquote, to society for a female to do. Soon as a nigga do that, or a female hate that.
Oh really? Because
and that's the only reason why we broke up.
I don't feel that way. I told
you don't feel that way, but we talking about
when I broke up with my dude, I said, look, let me tell you what happened. I was reading a book, right? So I get up at least an hour and a half before everybody else. I make it a point to get up before everybody else get up so I could do shit. Meditate, read, affirmations, take my NutriBurst. Do all this shit, right?
How many people you know, like what you just said, everything you just said is more quote unquote society wise, is more what females are on. When a dude do that, I'm not saying you, so don't think I'm talking to you.
No, this is not a man or woman thing.
No. I'm gonna say that because you asked me a question. I'm answering you the question.
No, this is a non-gender.
No. I'm gonna answer your question that you asked me. The only reason why I'm single right now is for one simple thing, and it's because I put myself first.
Me too.
Well, hold on. So what do you mean? What do you mean you put yourself first? So
look,
why did you have to put yourself first? She wanted you to put her first.
Society in 2020 to 2021, we're in 2021. Society in 2021 don't look at it like it's more normal for Vita to say, oh, I just broke up with somebody or I'm not in a relationship because I put myself first. Hearing it from me or any other male saying I'm not in a relationship because I put myself first. The first thing that motherfuckers gonna think is, oh, you must have did something. Nah, honestly, I didn't. I ain't want no infidel, none of that shit because I'm motherfuckers that, when I say put myself first.
Was the quarantine, did the quarantine do it?
The quarantine is actually how we got together.
No. What was she required?
I'm in LA, so I stay in LA.
So you don't even live in that, you live in LA?
I'm in Dallas in LA.
What did she require of you that you had to say, I gotta put myself first?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Alright, I'm gonna answer that. So,
specifically,
I'm gonna be
what
specific.
did she say that she needed that you said, oh, I gotta put myself first?
So, for instance, I'm gonna give you two
No,
different examples.
just give me
I'm gonna
real
give you,
deal.
because you gotta see both sides of it. Me, this person, she dealing with, she got her own life. I got my own life.
What kind
She,
of life?
I'm saying like she make her bag, I make my bag. She a
making the bag?
CEO, I'm a CEO.
Okay, good.
She got her company, I got my company.
Okay, oh, that's
I got my brand, she
That's
got her
excellent.
brand.
That's
So
excellent.
we
She
both
ain't
doing our
asking for
thing.
Birkin bags and cameras.
Oh no, hell no. We talking, that's some old shit. Like, but we both doing our thing. But like when it comes to like, oh, I'm gonna make my next move, you should come basically put all your energy and everything you're doing into what I'm doing, and I'm just like, shit, my shit is doing this. We can either do what we separately do and then come together, or we can come together and make some shit that work for both of us. When a person be like, well, because of, and I'm just gonna say this, because of society, quote unquote, when a person is on some shit where, oh, you should come do everything you're doing and put your energy to what I'm doing, just because this is how it is. That's what men do. I'm just like, nah, my shit power, we can do this shit together. Or we can not do it at all. So that's what I'm saying. So basically, long story short, this female, and this ain't even no hard feeling shit, but this female basically want me to give all my energy. That's just like me. Okay, let's just look at this rapper. You know me as a rapper. You know me as Dorrough. That's like me as Dorrough.
I know you as Dorrough in the motherfucking Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, so what if I said, if the Cowboys hit me up and say, hey, we need y'all to do the new anthem for 2021.
You there.
What we just did. Exactly. And then somebody's like, oh, well, fuck that. Like, why don't you come put this into this, that? Nah, like, we can either, I'm going to go do this regardless.
I'm getting cloudy. What did she actually?
Listen, I'm breaking it down. I'm telling you specifically.
Straight out.
I'm telling you, nah, listen.
Say it.
I'm saying it simple. If you listen to me, I'm saying it right now. Listen.
All right.
She wanted my cater to what the fuck she had going to more than I was doing my shit. It was just that simple.
What's her shit?
I ain't gonna tell y'all because
I'm
gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna say. I'm not
What's her shit? You ain't gotta say her name.
You gotta understand. People watch my life.
Nah,
They'll be able to find this.
He right.
I'm not. You know.
Give him that.
Like, listen.
Give him that. He right.
People follow me.
Are you together still?
No, we're not.
What's her shit? What's her shit?
There's some shit
You're
that's
not together.
Her shit is some big shit.
What's her shit? What you do? No, Dorrough, this isn't just Dallas. This is fucking worldwide.
Is it
over?
Listen what I'm saying.
It might not be over.
I want to know where her shit is.
It might not be over.
This ain't even that.
It might not be over.
Just check me out. If you just hear what I'm saying.
I want to know.
It might not be over.
What is it?
Just hear
It
what
might
I'm
have could have helped you. What is it?
Listen to what I'm saying.
What is it?
You're not even. I'm trying to tell you.
All
right. I'm not gonna say the specific thing because people can put this together. I don't need none of that. I'm not gonna get. Man, listen. I know what you want, but listen, I'm a smart individual. So this is what I'm gonna say. Hold on, Vita. Listen what I'm saying. Imagine me. Just say me and you was in a relationship. You doing your podcast right now. Your shit popping. You Peter Guns, me. You doing something special right now in this moment. And then let's just say I'm doing something equally special. What if I just said, hey, look, fuck your podcast, come put your energy into what I'm doing. Because I believe that what I'm doing is what's this and that. You're going to be like, I'm good on that. And it's just that simple. It ain't even nothing else more than that. That's all it is.
Brand management?
So it's just like, but hold on, but what if I said this to you though? What if I said this to you? You got your podcast popping. I got this new music, this shit popping. Let's just make a way. How about I got this new single? Let me go on your podcast. I'm gonna spit this new single on your podcast. I'm gonna promote your podcast, which is also promoting my single. Ain't that we doing something together?
No, that's okay right there.
Facts. See, that's the difference right there.
Yeah, that's okay.
See, you see how it's not really never that complex. It's just that simple.
That was okay.
But the way that the way that this person looks at it is like, oh, society is like, oh, this is how you do. No, she's not light skinned. She's brown skinned. She's brown skinned. She black girl.
What the fuck's going on? What going on? You discriminating? I had discrimination going on.
What I'm saying is, it's really that simple. But listen, that's how all my situations go. All of them. My real situations.
Well, Dorrough, I want to just talk because I don't want to get out of here.
I might have to go back a minute though. Soon as y'all finish, I gotta go back on something. I gotta touch on something.
I'm good at not adding. I'm not gonna give her that.
I don't want you to get in trouble.
I need to touch on something.
It's not trouble. I'm not gonna give her that.
We went somewhere that
that
people are gonna go and probably pull up and be like, oh, he's staying on what he said. So I want to clear something up because y'all can check it out. Yeah. On the reunion show stage, me and Cardi B got into it.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. What?
Me and Cardi B got into it on Love and Hip Hop reunion stage.
Okay, I didn't watch that.
I was out of line. We did on the reunion show. Cardi B and I got into it, and some of the things that we touching on is because it is the same subject that me and Cardi B got into it over. So I wanna clear that up right now because people.
Why?
Because I stood on what I said, and I don't want them to go back and say, "Oh, Cardi."
Does it have something to do with what we're talking about right now? What is it?
Yeah. So during the reunion show, every time the Creep Squad came up, and for the right reasons, Cardi B was like, "Don't ask me nothing about that." She wasn't feeling that. She wasn't feeling what we was doing, as she shouldn't, and then she wasn't feeling. She absolutely wasn't feeling. She liked Tara a lot. Tara and Cardi B was really cool. They did scenes together, and she really liked Tara.
They kind of look alike. What you gonna start?
I don't see that.
Okay.
But they at one point we got to a segment, and I was man, it's something I never told. I went over to her. I went over to Cardi, and I was like, Amina's bugging out. And I didn't know Cardi. Really, it's the reunion show. Showing her them.
But y'all had got into these major arguments.
No, we only had one major argument.
After
the only time that we even was together.
Okay.
But I could feel the tension. Everybody knew she was a star. The show, the showrunners, the makeup people, they was feeling her. But older me is like, I don't get it. She was doing shit that I was like, really? I get it. The whole shit. But anyway, long story short, we got into. Me and Cardi's argument started because first off, I was drinking. Secondly, because there was a lot of sarcasm towards me and Rich and us. Because to me, I'm looking at it is what it is.
Rich Dollars.
Rich, Cisco, the whole Creep Squad.
Because you had a whole group
squad.
Of,
she was like,
fuck bitches.
Yeah, she was like, yuck with these niggas. Rightfully so.
Right.
And you got two dope women.
And you all light skinned, that's dope.
And you got two dope women, and you doing them dirty, and so she did right. But one of the things that I said, I'm saying if we exchanging money for sex, then we in a kind of prostitution whore situation. That's how I felt.
You don't think so?
I still feel that way. But everything she said about me, she was 100% right. It even gave me a wake-up call. So it was one of those things you wish you could take back. Everything she said was 100%. And I hate the way I spoke to her because she's like younger than my son. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn. And we apologize and we passed that. But the bottom line was, I stand. I don't want nobody to ever be like, he apologized. I apologize for how I spoke to her. I should have never talked to her like that. I was out of line. And everything she said to me was 100% factual. But I stand on, if our arrangement is, you fuck me, I give you money to fuck me, then we in kind of a prostitution whore situation. If I'm taking care of you because you my lady, or I'm taking care of you because I fuck with you like that, and we just doing that. But if me and you link up, and you like, yo, hey, you know what it is, when we link up, you gotta put that in. I'm sorry, that's how I grew up. If I'm paying for it, that's what it is.
Well, I'm just gonna say this: niggas take bitches out to dinner to fuck. So there you go.
No, but if you all right, so if you
That's
say
different. And that's cool.
I think it's different too. So if you saying, hold on, let me do this. So hey, every time Peter, I'm gonna come and see you. You wanna have sex with me? Yes. You know what it is? It's gonna be $500 tonight.
Oh, that's a prostitute, Peter.
Then what the fuck we talking about?
I'm talking about like the anticipation, like, well, I'm gonna go over there, and when I fuck him, I hope I get my utility bill paid. That's not a prostitute.
Listen.
That's not a prostitute.
That's
if
not
we're
a
exchanging money for sex, if
No,
you come
you
over,
are gonna pay her utility
oh, you know I'm
bill.
gonna need this $500.
You are gonna pay her utility bill
Listen,
because she's
okay.
sucking and
So
fucking.
let's just
No, I hate to say
So,
let's just
that. No,
say
no,
you're
no, no.
gonna pay
I'm being a
person-
sucker right now.
a person
If
that's
I know
using-
I gotta pay something for fucking you, it's a prostitution exchange.
what you saying?
I stand
A
on it.
person that's paying somebody, let's just say, utility bill or whatever exchange, is a different type of situation from literally like we already they pulling up to have sex for money. If you fucking with somebody, let's say a dude fucking with somebody, he's gonna pay her utility bill. He's probably just trying to fuck with her in general.
Right, and you want to help
Whether
her.
it's the short term, long term, this and that, he's probably fucking with her. Prostitution is a dude that's paying somebody, and
It's
that could
sex
be
in
the last, that could be
exchange
the
for
only
money,
time they
that's
see
it.
each other in life.
Nah, we exchanging sex for money. Then
Either.
that's it.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Rose,
both,
right.
no, both
Hold
are
on,
the same
what you
thing.
say?
I don't even know.
I don't know what's in
Hold on, hold on,
But
listen,
he's
listen.
right.
Hold on.
Let's just say
Hold on, let's
you
get
got
this
two.
shit
Hold on,
cleared
hold
up.
on. Listen, let's just say you got two females out there right now.
Right.
One female, you just say one female is like, hey, look, you fucking with her on a regular, or
Right.
you quote unquote want to fuck with her on a regular, or y'all see that shit. That's the female like, okay, I'm gonna pay this bitch utility bill because we fucking with each
Yeah, and I
other
know we're gonna
in
fucking
general.
pay her bill
We
tonight.
gonna do, but that's different from a female that you just literally. She walk in here and it's just,
You don't
I'm
even
fucking
know her.
I don't know her. I'm fucking like get
Nah,
around.
It's
that's
way
different.
different for me to know.
Those
That's
two different
he's
things.
right.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying. I
Those
say
are two different things.
we on the same page. It's just different things. If I'm looking you out, I'm gonna look you out anyway. If I fuck with you like that on the regular,
and I'm just speaking on people who do. Listen,
if the arrangement, bro, is what I'm saying. If the arrangement is when you come here, I know I gotta drop $500 in your cash app or stack in your cash app,
You're not to be trusted.
or if I gotta use some cash so we can fuck, then that's the best thing. And guess what? In some instances, that's cool. I ain't gotta worry about you coming back saying I didn't.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. On the next,
That's not some bullshit.
on the next Bad Advice podcast, we're gonna let you elaborate on the fuck who you paying for pussy.
I don't pay nobody for pussy.
Well, then how do you know so much about it?
I had one chick
Oh my god.
that I would deal with and hook her up. Just to
One
get the fuck out
time,
my
and
face.
you're such the
Not one time.
aficionado.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Any man.
I probably paid
It's
for more
not a-
pussy than you have.
No, what I'm saying is.
I paid for
As
more
a
pussy than
aficionado-
you have.
Hold on, Dorrough
I
told
paid for
you.
more pussy than
Dorrough.
Peter has.
Dorrough, if a chick
Oh my
come to you and say, hey, I'm
God.
gonna come suck you off tonight, I'm gonna need $500 in my cash app. Best head in the world you ever had. You gonna do it?
It's worth it.
me personally, I mean, I ain't never done that. But if I
You
were to
felt
do that, I
like
would
it.
look at that. Yeah, that would be.
But what's
a
this- what do you look at?
situation.
Yes,
It's
because
time-
that's what it
It's
is.
called time management.
It's called
Yeah,
whore.
that's
It's called
That's
time.
different.
No, it's
Whore
called time.
management.
No, it's called time management.
Because I'm gonna tell you why.
It's
You
a
ain't got
process.
time to get to know a nigga.
I grew up in the South Bronx.
You ain't got time to get to know
No,
a
no,
nigga.
no. I grew up in the South
I'm gonna tell
Bronx.
you why
Hunts
that's
Point, you
why
go
that's
pay
that.
for it.
I'm gonna tell you why that's that. Because you could have a girl that will come and do the same thing, and her mindset is like, okay, I know I can do this good. Boom, boom, boom. If I do this, more than likely, because you got females that's confident, just
Right.
like, more than likely he gonna keep fucking with me. If I can keep him fucking with me, I
Yeah,
can do
it's
this,
not
and
a
that.
whore thing. It's like
No. This is the difference. If she thinking of, if a female is looking at like, you know what, I'm finna go suck homie off. I'm gonna go do this, and this, and that, and he gonna keep fucking with me because I'm me. I can do this and that. If her mindset is that, and then it happened, that means she looking at it like a longevity or short-term longevity situation. This
Y'all
and that.
making it
Now,
deeper
hold
than
on.
it is.
Then you got some females that's just what he talking about is just like, I'm finna come do this one time. It's understood that when you do that, those two different situations.
Okay.
It's just like just like a female. Listen.
Fuck it, my pussy's throbbing.
I need money.
Yeah,
My
you got
pussy's
different.
throbbing.
I need money. I'm coming to
You
suck
got
you
people
off.
that look at the short term and the long term. That's the difference.
Hold
I
on,
don't know, man.
no,
We-
hold on. Here's
We
what
making the prostitution
here's
deeper
what-
than it should be.
Here's what I want to look at.
We making prostitution deeper than it should be, though. Okay.
Here's what I want
It's
to do.
simple.
Here's what I want to do. I want to talk about Dorrough's relationship with the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if there is another artist.
How many
rapper.
anthems have you done for them already?
Since
No,
2013.
how many what?
You've done anthems for them.
Yes.
How many?
He is their official
So
freaking
First of all,
artist.
there's no
Okay,
other-
so let's take it from the beginning.
Bro, can we get you to do a New York Jets anthem?
There is not another artist.
You a
There's
Jets
not
fan
another
more than the
artist.
Giants? I respect that.
What
I
did
like
he
the
just say? Fuck
Giants.
the Jets.
I'm a Jets fan.
Fuck the Jets. Get
But
on
nah, I
one.
wouldn't do that for the Jets.
Jake,
But this is what I would do.
I ain't going.
Hold on. Let me edify you.
Go ahead.
Because first of all, the Dallas Cowboys is the richest organization,
Biggest
sports
brand in the world.
organization in the world. The Dallas
Yankees.
Cowboys.
New York Yankees, but go ahead.
Fuck
That's the
Peter.
Cowboys,
Peter.
New York Yankees, but go ahead.
Call your whore.
Google
Tell her
it.
to suck
You
your
know what's
dick.
beautiful
Let's
about
go.
We're
Google?
talking.
Let's Google it.
You know what it's about
No.
Google?
It just came
My
out.
whore told me when she was sucking my dick.
Peter, this just came
Hold on,
out.
listen.
The Dallas
My whore
Cowboys.
said, Cheetah!
The Dallas
Las
Cowboys
Vegas.
makes the most money out of any sports
Hold on.
organization in the world, Craig.
Let's see.
It is.
Google ain't gonna lie. Let's see.
God. It is.
Dallas Cowboys ain't won nothing since when?
It don't matter.
It
That
doesn't
ain't
matter
what I
what you
do.
win.
How many
It
world
matters
championships
about
have the
what
Yankees
they
won?
buy.
How many
It
world
matters
championships
about
have my
It's
Yankees
what you're
won?
worth.
It don't
It's
matter
not
about
what
that.
you
It's
do.
not about
It's
that.
what you're worth.
So-
The Dallas Cowboys
So you
are
would rather
worth.
own the Cowboys than the
They're
Yankees?
Look.
worth.
What that say? Read it out to me. Read it. Just
Read it out loud.
Just
Read
read
it out loud.
Just read. That's Google.
Read it out loud.
Just read it.
Nah,
Read
he
it.
Googled it.
No, read it.
What? Just read it. Read it out loud.
Okay, you said the Dallas Cowboys. You right.
Yeah, biggest
read
sports
it.
team in the world. Biggest sport.
Hold on,
out
but
of
no,
all
no, no,
sports.
no, no,
Out
read
of all
it.
sports.
No,
Biggest sports team
no,
in the
no,
world.
no,
Out
no,
of
no.
all sports.
You Googled the wrong shit.
Oh,
The
my
biggest
Googled
sports
the wrong.
team.
You almost had
Jerome,
Okay.
give it back.
money.
Fuck Peter.
Money.
Fuck,
We talking money or we
fuck
talking
Peter.
No,
Fuck
we
the
talking about
Jets.
sports
Fuck the
brand.
Yankees.
Okay, look.
Fuck all that.
This how it goes.
You ain't even from Dallas.
Listen,
What
hold
you
on.
doing?
It don't matter about
You should be with the Washington. What? With,
Let's just say me. Let's just say we
yeah,
had.
Redskins.
Let's just say me and you had a sports team, right? It don't matter.
Yankees, bro.
And she had a sports team. Her sports team can win every championship. If our sports team is selling more money, more
That's
jerseys,
what I'm saying. That's
hold
what
on,
that
hold on, more jerseys, more tickets, more overall, then we the biggest sports brand. They just got the most wins.
Give him his fucking phone back.
We
and
ain't
shut
talking
the
about
fuck
the
up.
most,
Damn,
the biggest
alright.
sports
And
brand
shut
in the
the
world is
fuck
Dallas
up.
Cowboys. And that's
Take
not
a
that's
jet
not just
out of
football.
this
Hold on.
place
That's
and
not
shut
just
the
not, this
fuck
is not
up.
football. It's out of all sports in general.
Manchester-
So hold on. So let me just
Manchester
say this.
United.
Let
But
me
the
say this.
Yankees, hold on.
Let me
These are the
talk
top.
about you.
Hold on, wait. The top sports brands in the
You ain't
world.
from Dallas. What
Hold
you
on.
doing?
These are the top five.
You acting a little crazy right now.
I am from Dallas.
Hold on, listen. The top sports
Shit,
brands in the
I'm a
world
crazy.
is Cowboys, Yankees, Lakers, New England Patriots, and somebody else. So
Not the
Yankees,
Jets.
Nah, definitely not the Jets, but the Yankees is the top sports brand.
Well, let's talk
They
about the
definitely
Dallas
top
But the
Cowboys.
football.
United
Let's
States.
talk about
Hold
that.
on.
Hold on. No. Be quiet. Here's
The Dallas
I'm
Cowboys
I got
is
you
the
quiet.
biggest
I'm putting
sports
my
brand.
Nah,
penis
America
on
is
the
wild
table.
arrogant.
I'm putting my penis
Fucking-
on the table
Let's
right
talk
now.
about soccer.
I'm putting
We
my
so arrogant that we forgetting about the sport that's bigger than all of these motherfuckers. We
I'm
forget about what the world is looking at.
Peter.
We only caught up here.
Okay, Peter, we
Nobody
gotta
gives a
talk about
fuck
our guest.
about football
We gotta
in,
talk
in,
about our guest
in
right
England.
here because he's the only artist that has a contract with an NFL
Of
team.
course, in the biggest
Hold on,
NFL
in the
team.
biggest NFL
I'm not
team
denying that.
today.
I'm so
what
proud
we
of
need
my
to do
little
is
brother.
Give him his flowers right
That's
now.
what I'm doing. I'm
Yeah,
taking
yeah,
care of
yeah.
my little
You
brother.
know
We're talking about the Jets.
Hold on.
What's the first thing? Hold on, wait. What's the first thing I said when I saw you?
Nah.
I love your shirt.
Oh no, he definitely wasn't saying it that way. He just being New York proud. You
No,
gotta understand.
I'm proud. Yo, I'm
Yeah.
proud of my little brother.
Yeah.
And just so
But-
y'all clear,
He's
I
the
want
only
y'all to
one.
all the way be clear.
There's no other
Dallas,
NFL
I
team.
live in
There's
Dallas.
no other
Hold on, I want y'all to
NFL
be clear.
team. There's
I
no other.
love Dallas.
Oh God.
I'm not leaving. I'm here now.
There's no other NFL team. There's no other major baseball league team. There's no soccer team. There's no
You discount me.
basketball team.
I can't let you discount my Yanks.
Hold
Can't let you
on.
discount my Yanks. I can't
There
do
is
that.
no NFL team.
I can't
There
let
is
you
no
discount me.
Peter.
You
Listen.
being disrespectful.
Listen. You don't know what I'm about to say. There's no NFL team. There's no baseball team. There's no basketball team, and there's no soccer league that has a rap artist that represents them and puts out their albums, that shoots there, that is, I don't want to call, you're not a mascot, but you are a
Brand
representation.
So let me
you
not-
are a brand ambassador.
So Vita, could I say
Hold on,
this?
No, I'm not done. I'm
That's
not
why
done. I'm not
I
done.
fuck with
I'm
them
not
more.
done. I'm not done.
I fuck with them more than my
I'm
Yankees.
not done. Fuck. Don't say anything
I do.
about the Cowboys. I'm not
I
done.
can't. I fuck with the Cowboys more than my
There's
Yankees
no
because of that.
other NFL team,
Yeah.
soccer team
Facts.
baseball team,
1,000.
basketball team
1,000.
that has collaborated with a rapper, a brand ambassador, and has made their anthems, that has made their videos, that shoots, that has created fucking big touchdown.
Facts.
Is your next collaboration for the Dallas
Facts.
Cowboys. So there is no other than Dorrough.
No,
there is no other than Dorrough. So here's what I want to ask Dorrough. Here's what I want to ask Dorrough. What's that money look like?
Oh shit!
Man, come on, man. We talking about the Cowboys.
So he got enough money to pay them, you know. But no, I will tell you this.
You know one thing about me though, and I always be this way, is that I'm always put that shit right back into this music. You feel me? But the Cowboys, you know, they the Cowboys.
You know Jerry Jones. You good with Jerry. You be in his suite. Yeah.
I want the world to know this though. When you see me in a Cowboy jersey and the shit say Dorrough on the back, this who it's about.
We doing some new custom Dorrough Cowboy jerseys.
That's who it's about. That's
the
I'm
only reason
glad
why you're gonna wear Cowboy jersey.
Because you hit it on the head.
Yeah.
You hit it
I
on the head.
respect that. You know,
He's doing the anthems.
Not just the
Jet
anthem.
no.
He is the Cowboys that
And
he
guess
is.
And guess what? You're right. Nobody else is doing that.
No other sports organization does that.
Damn right.
It's the culture, and like that is a
and
big,
I love
big
Dallas
up
culture.
to Jerry. Big up to the Dallas Cowboys. You know, like
shout out to Shannon Gross over there. Shout out to Corey Miller. Shout out to
I love the whole culture. And to New Yorkers, I want New Yorkers. Let me say something to New Yorkers.
We don't want to talk about no New Yorkers right now.
I have to.
Podcast over.
No, it ain't.
Podcast